Hello. I thought I'd give a quick tour of my 2011 International 3200 Aero Elite. Started life as a shuttle bus. Now we use it as a camper RV. So I just rinsed it off. I didn't dry it or buff it or wax it or anything like that, but I did rinse it. Looks good. So I thought I'd do a full walk around and then start it up, inside tour, you know, stuff like that. And then we'll look at the engine because this is the Max 47. So you got to make sure those are properly maintained. This bus has 206,000 miles on it. We just did a 1,300 mile trip through the mountains, Tennessee. Made it almost to Huntsville, Alabama before we headed back to Knoxville, and then back here, Raleigh area. We're going to do a full walk around so you can get a quick look. And we had a few people stay. You see the extension cords going in. I have a whole shore power whip, connector, line, RV, power center, all of that stuff I haven't hooked up. Yeah, I've had the bus a couple years. Haven't done it yet. But we just run an extension cord usually. The summer's a little different. You know, you want 20 amps for that AC that comes with it. You know, normal house power is 15 amps. It was not enough in 95-degree heat. But on shore power, like at the campground where they give you 30 amps, that AC, man, at 95 degrees kept this thing 62 degrees cool. That was awesome. But you know, we're in the shade. I don't think you could do that in full sun. But it's a dual hose winter 18, I think it's 18,000 BTU. So it'll draw up to 20 amps for sure. This is a diesel bus, of course. Probably know all that. Airbags in the back. And we're going to do a full tour. So I'm a bit packed in there. I'm trying to make some space. We're not going to use this for a few years. This is if we go on a long trip. This is what we use. You can see my private coach thing here. It's a magnet, so that comes off. You know. What else? Well, let's start with the cab. So Recaro air seats, and apparently a ladybug that you might or may not have seen just flew in there somewhere. Anyway, air seats, you know, they need to be probably recovered or a slip cover or something. There we go, 206,504 miles, and we'll crank it up after we finish the tour and do the engine. It's got all this stuff. I put in a rear view camera, so there's the monitor for it. You got to have a rear view camera on these. I mean, it's only 26 feet, but when you're backing into a spot at the campground and it's 8 p.m. and it's dark because you didn't get on the road fast enough, and then you really want to be able to see what's behind you. All right, and it got some stuff there. So it is power heated and power mirrors. So this controls these big old mirrors out front. When we got it, it was an activity bus. We removed this mirror that came on here. Is a big old mirror that comes out, and it's just in the way. We don't need it. So that comes with it. I still have that, of course. Brand new Goodyear RV tires. These are quieter than the normal bus tires. I put these on before our last trip, so they've got about 1,300 miles on them. Let's see. Well, let's go inside. Well, let me show you these doors here too. So these open up, and this is where the power whip comes in, right there. But I took that off so our guests could stay. We had a couple out-of-towners, a few out-of-towners staying in here for like 5-6 days. It's great for that. Got gray tank. Well, we'll go inside and see all that. But there's nothing plumbed. So, well, other than that, other than the drain goes into the gray water tank. That's only 7 gallons though. So, but it's great if you're at the campground, you know, just brushing your teeth. You know, you're not taking a shower in here. And then I usually have a door alarm here somewhere. There it is. So that door alarm here alerts you anybody coming in. We'll make sure that doesn't go off. Got kind of a mess going on right here, of course. And here's that winter 18 kb unit. It's a dual hose. This thing's awesome. Don't even try a single hose in an RV or a camper. we did a single hose in our cargo trailer conversion, and it was not at all good enough. So our guests have still got some stuff up here. This is where we keep our snacks. Whoa, look at that. We still have ruffles. Oh man, those are from our last trip. I hope they're still good. And Cheez-Its, the kids love Cheez-Its. But there's so much storage space up here. I don't know if you can see. These are only, I guess, 2-3 months old because we did the trip in July. But there's a lot of space. I mean, I can't even, there, I can touch the wall. So that's a good 20 inches in there, and it's a lot of space. It's usually wasted. I mean, we put those snacks in there, but obviously we didn't pay attention that they were in there, because there's still a bunch of them. So our last trip was just a week, but it was, we did, let's take a look. How many miles did we do last trip? All right, we did 1,317 miles, and I can tell you that we got 13 miles to the gallon, which was pretty cool, especially through the mountains. But we don't do any idling. So this is the Max Force 7. You don't want to idle the Max Force 7. You know, that's one thing that that'll make it last longer. If you're doing long trips, if you're just doing 50-mile trips, like you're going down to the local campground and hanging out for a few days, this is just not the bus for you, just because of the drive line. This drive line wants to go, you know, 200 miles at a time. I would say that's probably the minimum if you want to have a happy engine on that. So these all curtains are just up. They're just up on PVC. They look good. And they do black out everything. They're blackout curtains, so they quiet down the noise a little bit. It is pretty quiet in here. It's just pretty quiet. So this is what it is. So these are the same. I made these back parts the same. So so this comes out. Oh, let's see what I've got there. Here we go. These light switches. So both sides look like this. And then I made it so when we get to the campground, and there's the other piece right there. Made it so when we get to the campground, we just pull these up. These go, pardon me, in the back. And then these push over against that. And then you have these nice side tables that come with it, and the couch comes with it. The couch pulls out. So once we get there, you know, we put the sides up so we can sleep 2 on these sides, and then this pulls out. So this is one of the pull-out couches. So that pulls, sorry for the shaking there. So that pulls out, that comes down. So now you got a big old bed. So easy to sleep 4 just right there. And then if you are, the way we do it, since we're 5 of us, what we do is we do those 4, and then I sleep on these. So these seats fold down. Let me show you that, 'cause it's pretty cool. These are all the same. So they're all, I left 3 seats. So we can have 6 people travel back here. So 7 can ride in the bus and have seat belts. And no, I didn't plan this tour out. That's why we're a bit, what is? That's why we're a bit off here. So, and then you just push down a tiny bit, and then those go up like that. But anyway, that gives you a lot more room, and the front window, they all 3 do that. We'll go around to the back for the trunk tour. But once you have this up, and these go over. Yeah, it's not a great system that I have going on here, but these all just push right over. What was I doing? I got this right here. So, and you can see these back here just need to go over, but then they slide over. So then you got space down here, and you got, you know, these have drawers, and what's in there? Oh yeah, Make magazine and dirt wheels. Good, glad there's some type of dirt biking thing in there. And then, you know, we keep fan in here, and then heat. So here's an interesting thing. At 45 degrees and up, You can heat this whole thing to about 64 degrees on 8 amps. When it's 30 in here, as we just found out with our guests, we need a full 12 amps to, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing in here? Huh? Gotta help her. You need a full 12 amps to heat this to 60 degrees. So at 12 amps, and we just put both of these on medium because we're running off 2 circuits on the house, and we still wanted to be able to run microwave and, you know, the dehumidifier and all that, lights and Apple TV and TV. TV, of course, comes with it too, but not the Apple TV. If you have an Apple phone, it's nice to simulcast right over to the TV. Toilet, you know, toilet doesn't come with it. That's gross. Somebody else's toilet. But these are great toilets. It's a Camco something. We've used that for 2 years when we've camped, and then our guests just used it. I had to empty it with 3 of them. I had to empty it every 3-4 days, and we don't have them put tissue in that. I know that's gross, but your toilet lasts longer, and then dumping it wherever you dump it is faster, and there's no issues if there's no tissue in there. Let's see. Oh, Skylight. So I did just rinse off the bus. There might be a little bit of drips sometimes. So there's a Skylight, and then to unlatch these, they don't tell you how to do it, but look at that. So turn it to exit. You can have, if it's latched, nothing. If you turn to exit, then push that, and then that pops up. There you can see some drips where I washed it. Rained super hard a few days ago.